what about the dog that we can't start right at square one with crate games? The dog that might need a little extra help. It could be that the dog's had a bad experience with a crate. It could be that the dog is just a nervous dog and really doesn't trust right away. We want to build value for one piece of that crate. Once the dog has value for the one piece of it, we'll add to it. So if you have a wire crate, what we're going to do is we're going to completely remove the bottom pan. We're going to build value for the dog to go in the bottom pan. The crate is not going to be anywhere near this pan. So it's going to be easy for the dog. They're going to get excited. Once they see the pan, they're going to want to drive into it. Then what we're going to do, we're going to put the pan near the crate, just that much. The dog goes in, gets reinforced. We play a game in between. We shape them to want to get their body on this pan. Gradually, we're going to have less of that pan outside of the crate, more of it inside. If they stand on this side with all four paws, they get rewarded. Once it's like this, it will be difficult for them to get all four paws on there. If they can do it, great. Eventually, they're going to say, it might be easier for me to step over that boundary. Once you've got the pan all the way in the crate, you can start right at stage one with crate games the way the rest of us have been playing it. What if you're using a hard-sided crate? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the crate apart, and we're only going to use the bottom of the crate, doing the same thing, building value for the dog, just popping in the bottom. Once the dog's excited about that, then you can add the top. Fasten the top on properly, but don't put the door on. The dog can go in and out very happily. Once you've got that, then you can add the door and start crate games. If you have access to other crates, you might want to start with a crate much bigger than you need and then shape down until the dog is in the proper size crate, then you can start your game. Now, to show you how to do this, I don't have a dog who's had a bad experience with a crate or who is a little nervous, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very big dog and try to shape him into this little tiny crate, using that exact same procedure that I just described to you. All right, so I'll go get Bo. This is Bo, one of my students' dogs. He's a very big, okay, come here, buddy. Long-legged border collie, not likely going to fit into that crate very easily, unless we build value for that crate. I've got, as you can see, some really attractive treats. Bo's never had before. There's some cheese in here, but mixed in is some really good smelling meat treats. So I'm going to put the pan on the ground, and we're going to let Bo do whatever he wants to do. Watch where I place my reinforcement. I'm not going to lure him to get him to do what I want, but I'm going to reward him in a way that encourages him to keep near that pan. I have Bo on a leash, just going to step on the leash so he can do what he wants. He looks at it, yes. He looks at the pan, I give him a cookie. He's not too sure about that cookie, he's never had those cookies before. He says, maybe I like them. And I'll just wait and see what Bo wants to do. Notice I'm standing nice and, good boy. He took a step towards the pan. I'm staying nice and close to the pan. Yes, he sniffed the pan. He said, that could be a dinner dish for me. It's awfully tiny. I'll wait until he does a little bit more. Maybe put a step onto the pan. If he sits, I'm just going to ignore him. I'll turn my back and maybe let him sit there for a minute or two and see what he decides to do. Good boy. Excellent. So he stepped on the pan. He gets 2 cookies for that. Yeah, good man. I'm going to break it off right there and play a nice game of tug. I only gave Bo 5 or 6 cookies and then end it. Play with the puppy or dog and then go back and see if he's ready to offer you more. Your transition's important. I'm going to get the leash in my hand. I'm going to go near my cookies, get some in my hand so I'm ready. If Bo offers some good behavior, I'll be ready to reward him right away. Drop. Good man. Good boy. 2 paws in there now. Yes. Yes. Good boy. I got a back foot in. I got 3 in. Good man. Yes, good fella. Yay, good man, look at that. Okay, Bo, let's get the toy. Yay, so that was an excellent session. Open the crate door, slide my pan so it's partially in, and I'm ready to go. This will create a real challenge for Bo because this is a very tiny hole. Even though the crate might be about 17 inches high, the hole to get in there isn't that big. I'm going to reward him for lying in his down position. Good man. Then I'm going to release him and see if he goes to his pan. Okay. Good boy. It's a little bit harder for him to, good man, offer behaviors on that pan now. Yes. Yes. I'm going to start reinforcing him lower because I would like to get his head below that door. Not going to keep giving him his cookies up high. He's allowed to think. Don't worry when a dog just stalls out, they're allowed. Good boy. He went back and started offering behaviors. Good boy. Playing a game that we used to play. Excellent. I'm going to throw a cookie off the pan. Good boy. Get it. See what he offers. Good boy. Break out off with a game of tug. Get it. And while I'm tugging, I'm just going to manipulate that pan a little more. Hook on it. There we go. Now I'm going to make it very difficult for Bo to get his feet in that pan. Drop. Yes, good boy. Yes, good man. That's a behavior he can offer because he's a big boy. Good boy, there it goes. Okay, Bo. Play a game of tug. I'm going to put it all the way in and see what this big dog can try. That was a good session, buddy. Yeah, and drop. Good boy. Got my cookies ready. I'm just going to get some more. Good boy. Yes, there you go. He said, I'm going to offer you other behaviors because I don't really want to go in there. Good man. Good boy. And this is exactly the game you're going to play. Very lighthearted. You don't have any definite goals that you have to reach in any one shaping session. It's just fun to see your dog enjoying working with you, interacting with you, earning reinforcement without you having to tell him what you want him to do. Good boy. Good man. Just going to start dropping the cookies right on the mat, on the pan. He says, I like these cookies. Now, yes. Anytime he offers something different, I'll reward. Good boy. So it's different I'm looking for. He's crouching. He was lying down. He's sitting. I'm going to reward anything he offers that's different. Yes. Standing again. Yes, what a good boy. Okay, buddy, get your toy. Excellent. That's a toughie. He said, I tried to put my 3 feet in there, lady. That was excellent. Yeah, it was a good session. All right, so you might want to break this up over several days or maybe do 2 or 3 sessions like this during one day. By the end of 3 or 4 days, I'm sure you'll have your dog seeing a lot of value in that crate. Drop. Let's try one more session just because we're having so much fun. Good boy. I think I asked you to do something, buddy. I'm just going to change my positioning. I got my reinforcement ready. Good boy. Look at that. What a good boy for such a big dog. Just clever placement. building value. I gave him tons of cookies when he got in there. This big, huge border collie going into this small crate. Okay, buddy, yes, get your toy. That's a good way to end. Excellent.